memory of Darlene would be when I came to interview with her and Mary Ann back about 12, 15 years ago, when Mary Ann had thought about retiring. One of her objectives was to make sure that she finds somebody that could take care of the dynasty down here in Chinatown. So Darlene and Mary Ann invited me down, and at the time I was kind of volunteering and helping out with the youth projects here. So we were interviewing out in the back playground because, well, you have to keep an eye on the kids as well as take care of business. And a fight broke out on the playground. This one side came out with a huge Chinese butcher knife. And here goes Darlene and Mary Ann running right into the middle of it, getting in between the youth and just dividing it up. And the respect that those two had for the youth was incredible. And that was really impressionable to me at that time. So tonight we're going to have an opportunity to share about her.
Darlene brought much to this community. I know the day that she passed away, Robert Kamala, physical manager, and myself walked over here to meet with the staff to make sure that they were okay and the young people were okay. And some of the young people that came through the door, you know, when they first heard, you could tell the heartfelt sadness in their heart. Many of them were on their way to work and they said, we just had to stop by. Is it true?
You know Darlene and Paul's story, know that they, of anybody, they have been the anchors and the foundations of the Chinatown economy. And she said, I feel connected to Chinatown because I live here. It's my home. I eat, shop, and bank here. And there are many restaurants we're thankful to Paul and Darlene for keeping them in business. And I'm sure the lunch bunch will have something to say about that. But one of the most interesting things she said, demonstrating a positive attitude toward life. We never realized we were poor, she said. Life was rich. We had friends. Mom would sew our clothes so we could spend money on other things. That was Darlene. And we reminisced about her work, and I congratulated her again for the great work she's done here at Lincoln Square and for the community regarding Chinatown history, as well as her work with the Presbyterian Church. And her last words to me, the very last words to me, after she was very even-handed and she wasn't seeking any pity or any sympathy from me or anybody else. She said, I miss my work. I miss my kids. And the kids, of course, she was referring to were all the young people at Lincoln Square with whom she became a mother and grandmother figure. And I really believe that she helped save many of their lives. Thank you very much.
Looking across all these people, I think it's exciting to see so many people honoring her today. Darlene and I were a good friend, and I'm sure she was a good friend to you. Darlene said to me, I spoke to her, when she told me she was ill, and I spoke to her, and she said, I don't want to eat fussy. I don't want to eat, I want to keep it simple. Any of my life was simple. Just a family, no funeral, no fussy. But I told her, that's what you want. You don't know what we want. And we're in the bus. Anyway, so we came up with this book. It's called Are You a Rat? Mainly because it was a year of the rat when it was published. And in it is a story about the Chinese New Year through the eyes of a child. And Darlene's work was showing different crafts which she loved to share. She was good at paper coding. She was this, one thing I remember most is that she was this bag lady. Whenever she had something to give me, it was always a different bag. You know, and I love this bag, and I still love it. But in the bag was always a surprise. And most of the surprise was candy. And that's why you always see candy as a reminder of your journey.
I just wanted to be short. June Yamani Wong and I will present a resolution from the California State Assembly from the office of Assemblyman Paul Wong. And this is the resolution. you to know that his office expedited this resolution within 3 days after I emailed them. 2012, Paul and Stanley Company.
Darlene and I grew up together in Chinatown. We lived kitty corner from each other. She and her family were very active at the Chinese Presbyterian Church. I was the director at the Chinese Senior Center where her mom attended, and her sister volunteered every week to get bread from Melvin Bakery. Darlene volunteered to take care of the seniors. Her heart was always for taking care of others in the community, and we should always remember Darlene in that role. We have lost a compassionate person too soon, too soon.
Good afternoon. For those of you that didn't know, that Darlene also worked at Diamond Rec Center and FM Smith for many years teaching Tiny Tots. And it was really just amazing to see her at work with little kids, ages 3 to 5, many of whom have gone on to be very productive adults, teachers, doctors, and quite a few have become Parks and Rec employees.
Good afternoon. So I represent a group of us in the community that are trying to preserve the oral history of Chinatown. And Darlene was a very, very generous advocate for the project. She was donating so much of her time, so much of her memories, as someone who grew up and lived in Chinatown her whole life. And what she taught me, and she taught so many of us, is that it's the importance of preserving history. Not necessarily history for history's sake, but a community history that really is about a relationship with those who came before us, with those from our childhood, from our adulthood, and those who will come after us.
You know, she sat me down one day and she said, "Hey, you need to clean up your act. I know all the kids around you are doing bad stuff, but you need to clean up, be a better person." So what I did was I pretty much just laid off from doing all the bad stuff. I used to cut school numerous times all the time, but I ended up going to school, getting everything done. I haven't been here for, man, like 12 years because I just been so busy with doing my own thing. I remember the last time I saw her, I brought my 6-month-old kid over to show her, "Hey, I got a kid now." And she was like, "Whoa, you got a kid?" Yeah, she goes, "No, that's okay, that's good. She's very happy. She's happy for me. I pretty much talked about how I was doing with my life, and she was really proud because at my graduation year, out of all the kids I actually hung out with, very few actually graduated with.
Say a few words this time. Pam, you come on up.
Hi, on behalf of my dad and my sister, I want to thank you all for coming out today. When I heard the saying difference, I used to think, oh, that's just a cliche. But once my mom passed away and I saw all the nice things you guys had to say on Facebook, and I see the great turnout here, then I know that my mom really did make a difference in all of your lives. In her final days, she was still talking about Lincoln because she loved coming to work. She loved working with all of the teams. And that's why she wrote that letter and wanted to leave you with words of advice so you, when times that you're down or you're missing her, you can think of those words and remember her. And so I thank you for all the words of support and that you've given to the family. And we think the best way that you can remember and honor my mom is by really trying to live those words. She asked that you be kind to one another, that you believe in yourself, that you think positive thoughts. You know, even in the final days, she was telling me that her gay kids were so special because they were so kind and so generous and so fiercely loyal. And she thought that they were really smart. So I hope that, you know, as the days go by, you will remember her words. Because if you believe in yourself and dream big, maybe one day you too can be remembered in this way, making a difference in our community. Thank you.
Dear friends at Lincoln, I have worked here for almost 30 years, and it was the best job ever. I've enjoyed my time spent with all the young people. Watching you all grow up to become parents and productive young women and men have brought me much happiness. Always remember to be kind to one another. Fighting and getting angry would only cause pain or even death. Life is worth living, and growing old isn't as bad. Believe in yourself and dream big. Remember the good times. Ice cups, Disneyland trips, Santa Cruz trips, Six Flags, Magic Mountain, Dum Dum, Thanksgiving dinners, collecting McDonald's and fast food toys. You are all special in your own way. Turn negative thoughts into positive ones. Have a wonderful life. Thanks for everything and making me a rich individual. Choose wisely. All my love, Mrs. Lee.